Sometimes life brings us challenges, and when attorney Ron Johnson goes to work every day, he's ready to fight for you. Ron Johnson represents clients in personal injury and wrongful death cases, provides mediation in matters such as wills and real estate transactions, and assists with Social Security disability. His goal is to serve his community and help his clients navigate complicated systems to access the benefits and fair treatment they are entitled to by law. He'll make sure you understand your rights and responsibilities and won't leave you behind to fend for yourself. Ron Johnson's office is local, and he is accessible to work with you personally, whether face to face, by phone, or video conference. Let his 53 years of experience help guide you to peace of mind and the best possible outcome in your case. Your first consultation is free. Charges for Social Security disability services are subject to approval by the Social Security Administration. Call the law office of Ron B. Johnson at 972-938-7163 or visit www.lawofficeofronjohnson.com to schedule your free consultation.
Hey, welcome to Becky's Kitchen. I have the best recipe today. It's the easiest recipe. Your kids could do it. Your husband could even make them. They are peanut butter cookies, and they have 3 ingredients: brown sugar, peanut butter, and eggs. And you notice I don't even have any cheat sheets around because I don't need to read the recipe. If you want 18 of them or so, you do 1 cup, 1 cup, 1 egg. Or you can go 2 cups, 2 cups, 2 eggs. You get the picture. So that's what we're going to do today. And starting with the egg, and I've had it out really, if you're baking, if you can think about it, if you have the egg out at room temperature, it is better. So this has been at room temperature, and I'm going to do it in just one bowl. That's all you need. You don't need a mixer, anything like that. I'm going to put the egg in there, and I'm going to whisk it until it's very well beaten before I add the other 2 ingredients. You see, when the egg's at room temperature, it stands up real, it just has more volume. And I'll take my whisk and just make sure it's all mixed together. Okay. All right. I'm making the 1-1-1 today. It's 1 egg. I use these when I'm doing brown sugar because you need to pack it down. And this is a 1/2 cup, so I'll put in 2 of these. But that way you can just dig down in there, pack it. You can also use white sugar, and you can also use crunchy peanut butter if you want. It doesn't change anything. Okay, now this is the sticky part. It's, you know, when you take a big spoonful of peanut butter, it can stick to your hands and your spoon and everything, and to this cup. So we want to get all the peanut butter into the bowl. So you can spray a little bit with Pam. You can also like soak the spoon and the cup in hot water and the same thing. Okay, so I don't know how this recipe works, how it makes actual cookies when it has no flour, no baking soda, no anything. And the fat, obviously, is in the peanut butter. I know that much. I have to use my hands a little bit here. I think most people like peanut butter unless they have an allergy to it. And then, of course, I wouldn't recommend this for that. But also, there's other kind of butters. You know, you could use almond butter if you wanted. Okay. I think that's good. All right, now I'm going to see if I can get this into here. See how it came out really well because it had a little bit of Pam on there. And now, and I have this towel that looks like peanut butter, so I can wipe my hands on it. And here we go. Just stir it all up. It doesn't take much. It takes a little bit of muscle, but not that much. And just make sure all the brown sugar and the eggs and everything are all in one big blob. Okay. I learned the hard way that it's best after you make this dough that you chill it first, because it's really sticky. And it's much easier to work with if it goes in the fridge for at least an hour. So this is how I do it. I'm going to scoop it out onto the wax paper. See, it would really be hard to, because you're supposed to roll it in little balls, and that it was rather messy. Anyway, I read that things bake better after they've been chilled. Of course, that's when they have flour and baking soda and all that, so I don't know. Anyway, okay. And then I just kind of scoop it like that. Now, I learned something else. 24 hours is about all this dough can stay in the fridge, because I had been in there a couple more days, and I made some cookies. The texture, I mean, it just wasn't good. So no more than 24 hours, but at least 1 hour. Okay, so now you don't need to preheat your oven when you're making the dough if you're going to chill it, but you will cook it at 350 degrees for 10 minutes. So now I have some white sugar in here, because when I make the dough into little balls, I'm going to roll it in the white sugar before I put it on the cookie tray. And we will spray. Okay, now this dough I made earlier today, maybe an hour ago, and see the difference? And so now, really, I'm telling you, this is the perfect thing if your kids want to cook. This is the perfect thing for them to do with you in the kitchen, because it's so easy. And so I make about a couple, and also, you know, it depends on how big you want your cookies as to how big you do this. But then I roll it in the sugar, and then I'm going to put in, they don't spread out that much, so I put 3 on a row. And I do this. You could also roll them in brown sugar, I read, but I just have both sugars represented there. So we'll make 3, 6, 9, 10, a dozen on this pan probably. And then I don't make the next pan. I just put this back in the fridge, and then when these are done, I do it. They're only rich because of the peanut butter, but they will, you won't want to eat too many, I don't think, because it'll fill you up. I kind of gave these away for Valentine's Day this year. Okay, we'll make 3 more. Now, I don't know how it got started, but have you ever seen a peanut butter cookie that doesn't have the cross marks of a fork on it? So that's what we're going to do. But before we do that, we're going to flatten them out a little bit. Okay, so that is 12. Okay, now just take your palm, and you can smash them more than I am. These will make kind of pretty little cookies, but if you want them flatter and crisper, if you thin them out more, they're going to be crispier. If you don't, they'll be more chewy. Okay, in case it sticks. Now then, here goes the fork. I don't know why, but it's also, when you're making your dough, if you want to put a little variety to it, you can add mini chocolate chips while you're making the dough. And the other thing you can do is, after they come out of the oven, right when they come out of the oven, unwrap a chocolate kiss, and press it down in the middle of them. You've seen those kind of cookies before. And so just to make it a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to put this back in the fridge, and these in the oven, 350 for 10 minutes. It's hard to tell when they're brown because they're already starting brown, but if you just take your finger and touch it after 10 minutes, and if it's still real soft in the middle, let it stay in for maybe 2 more minutes. Okay, I'll have to try them for you. I guarantee you'll like them. It's the easiest cookie recipe, the easiest recipe, period, that I've ever made. And you can find it on our website at ellisdownhome.com, Becky's Kitchen. Enjoy.